Yo, 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 what is up? How we all doing? This is me, Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I know that we're going to have a big crowd tonight because some people don't have Apple TV. So, for those of you that are just tuning in, welcome on in. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ, as I just mentioned, where we call all Phillies games Sixers games. We do Flyers hockey. We also do Patriots football as well. But if you guys are new to my channel, if you enjoy any of those teams, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icons too, so that way you know when I go live or when I upload. All right, let's pull up the stream. Here we go. Great. All right, so the weather tonight, it's not supposed to be looking so good. So please bear with us, all right? Don't know. I was checking the NBC News, and they said that there are going to be scattered thunderstorms, potentially thunderstorm warnings up until 9 o'clock. I believe that's what I saw. So, hopefully we get a full game in today. It's not supposed to be good tomorrow or Sunday either, so we'll have to just wait and see how everything goes. But the Philadelphia Phillies, man, they're taking on the New York Mets. Before we dive into more of this, I want to say hello to you guys. Bounty Gate. Oh, man. What's up, Larry? What is up, Lucky Play? What is up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I think I saw Gabe on here, and I saw a couple of other people, too. All right, please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do all that jazz. We're on our way to 550 subscribers. We started this channel 5.5 months ago. Actually, it's been 6 months. It's now been officially 6 months. So it's been awesome coming on here, calling games for you guys, just practicing my play-by-play, and also interacting with you all as well, because we all love one thing, and that is sports. So, yes, that's what we do on here. We try to connect with one another, build a family, build a bond, and that's what we do, while also doing play-by-play as well. All right, so the Phillies, let's cut to the chase. They're taking on the New York Mets. The Mets are 34-40 on the season. All right, 17-25 on the road. That's their record. And the Phillies, they're 30-36 at home. They're actually 19-13 at home. The Phillies lost 2 games in a row to the Atlanta Braves. And the Mets, they really haven't been playing their best brand of baseball either. They lost 2 to the Astros. They ended up losing that series 1-3. They took the first game and they won 11-1. And then game 2, they lost 4-2, and they gave up a lot of runs in game 3 and would lose by a final score of 10-8. And they also played the Cardinals right before that. The Cardinals, they've been really struggling. So the Mets, they won 6-1 on. In the first game, they would then lose 5-3 in the second game, and then 8-7 in that third game. So the Phillies, they've been struggling against the Mets. So what you got to do today is you got to take the bull by the horn, and you need to send a message to Kodai Senga and the Mets today saying, this is our home, and we're going to do everything that we can to defend our home field. All right? That's what the message has to be. Kyle Schwarber screwed up yesterday. He had that big air out in left field. We all know what happened, right? He dropped that catch for Austin Riley, and that really blew the game open. So he said that he has to be better. The team has to be better, and the offense has to produce runs. Eddie Goolsby, man, what's going on? Thanks for emailing me, man. What's up, JJ? Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you for coming on here, dude, as always. I really try to make sure that I'm interacting with my listeners and with everybody that's a part of this because I care about you guys. I really do. And I want to make this as people-friendly as possible. Lucky Play says, do the Harper quote. This is my house. Did not want to include any profanity. Yeah, this is my effing house. That's right. That's what he would say. All right, let's get to the starting lineups, guys. So for the New York Mets, they'll have Brandon Nimmo leading things off. He's playing out in center field. Starling Marte is the right fielder. He's batting second. Francisco Lindor batting third. And he's playing over at shortstop. In the cleanup spot is Pete Alonso, who just returned not too long ago, and he's over at first base. The DH for tonight's game is Daniel Vogelbach. And out in left field is Tommy Pham. He's batting sixth. Jeff McNeil hitting seventh in the lineup. He's over at second base. Francisco Alvarez, he's been hitting the ball very well. He's batting 8th behind the plate. And batting 9th is Brett Beatty, who's over at third base. So once again, it's Nimmo, Marte, Lindor, Alonso, Vogelbach, Pham, McNeil, Alvarez, and Beatty. Snowman Multimedia, what is going on? Hey, my man JJ in the booth. That is exactly right, if you guys have not done so already. All right, I think that we say this a lot, but I really mean this from the bottom of my heart because I always love to tune into my man Snowman. He is really awesome, and his shows lately have been really great. I mean, they always are great, but he's getting more people to come onto his shows, and it's just so nice to see what he's able to do at Snowman Multimedia and the group that he has there. Just awesome, awesome people. So give this man a subscription. Subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't done so already. If you love the Phillies, the Sixers, the Flyers, and the New England Patriots. What's up, Will? How we doing? Lucky, I'm not even going to read that comment. I see, though. Eddie Goolsby says, I'm having Papa John's pizza tonight. That's cool, man. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa JJ. No, I'm kidding. All right, so once again, we're going to say this one more time. So it's Nimmo, Marte, Lindor, Alonso, Vogelbach, Pham, McNeil, Alvarez, and Beatty. And that is the lineup for the Mets. And they're taking on Taijuan Walker, who in 15 starts has a 7-3 record, a 4.31 ERA, 66 strikeouts, only 31 walks allowed in his 77 innings. Hitters are actually just hitting only .238 against him, and he has a 1.28 whip. And lately, he's been doing a really good job for the Phillies. So he just has to continue to, to throw the splitter, continue to also locate the cutter in a good spot. I'd love to see him use the curveball a little bit more because so far this season, he's only using it about 3% of the time that he's out there. I think that his curveball, when he uses it, can be really filthy and can also fool a lot of hitters as well. So, yep. Lucky Play says, I can't believe what Junior did yesterday. I know, man. That's why today's a new day. And hopefully we don't have to go to him, so we'll have to see. Brandon Nimmo leads things off. He's hitting .311 on the road this season. And pitch number 1, as we are just underway, is over the heart of the plate for a called strike. We'll have to update the scoreboard in just a few moments. The 0-1 by Walker. It's at the knees for a called strike 2 on an 88-mile-per-hour fastball. Mike Estabrook behind the plate. He's the home plate umpire. Over at first base is Brian Walsh. The second base umpire is Eric Backus. And the third base umpire is Doug Eddings. The pitch in the dirt for ball 1. William Purdy says no rain delay today. The 1-2 pitch just fouled off on a splitter at 89 miles per hour. So the Phillies defensively, well, behind the plate is JT Realmuto. On the bump is Taijuan Walker. And we'll get to first to third in just a few moments. The 1-2 way up high and outside for ball 2. Over at first is Alec Boehm. Second base, we got Bryson Stott. Shortstop, it's Trey Turner. And third base is Edmundo Sosa. The 2-2 fly ball drilled to center field. Marsh, though, has it, and he's on the run and makes the catch. So that's a line out to center field, and that is how we start off the ball game. So Marsh in center field. Out in left is Kyle Schwarber, and over in right is Nick Castellanos. So Bryce Harper is DHing today. Here's Starling Marte, who comes up to the plate. He's batting .258 with 3 home runs and 22 RBI. Pitch number 1 at the knees for a called strike. The 0-1 fouled off. All right, so now the scoreboard is updated. There we go. All right, so 1 out, no balls, 2 strikes in the top of the first. Marte will foul the next pitch off, and the count still remains at 0-2. Five says, let's have a pizza party tonight. That sounds cool. Walker gets the signs from Realmuto, and the pitch. A little tapper hit back towards Walker. He doesn't even have to step off the mound, throws over to first, and Marte is retired. That goes down as a 1-3 ground out. So Nimmo lined out to center. Marte grounded out over towards Taijuan Walker. Here's Francisco Lindor. He has a 740 OPS and is hitting .217 on the season with 14 homers as well. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. And checks swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says no. So the count is 2-0. Walker is 30 years old from Shreveport, Louisiana. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Walker pitched really well his last outing. He went 8 innings deep, which was the first time that he's done that since 2017. Only allowed 1 earned run and had 8 Ks against the A's. The pitch. Outside for ball 3. Lindor forgot to mention he is batting on the left side of the plate. And the pitch. Fouled back towards the screen. Mitch wants to know what channel the game is on. It's on Apple TV. That's why. So we have more people coming on over here because of that. It's on Apple TV tonight. The payoff pitch to Lindor. On the inside corner, called strike 3. And Lindor not happy with the call. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Mets nothing. Phillies coming up to bat. Right. So yeah, it's on Apple TV. So for those of you that are tuning in because it's not on NBC Sports and it's on Apple TV, I want to thank you all so much for coming on here. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We need one more subscriber to reach 550. So if you love the Phillies, we come on for almost every single Phillies game. We also do 76ers basketball. They had an interesting playoff run. That's a whole nother discussion. But, yeah, so we do Sixers basketball. We do Phillies baseball. We also do Flyers hockey and Patriots football as well. So make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy my play-by-play commentary. Kyle Schwarber will lead things off for the Phils as we go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Schwarber in left, Turner at shortstop, Castellanos in right, Harper at the DH, Realmuto behind the plate, Stott over at second base, Bohm at first, Marsh in center, and Sosa at third. All right, so, and they will be facing Kodai Senga. We'll get to his stats in just a few moments. But Senga, I do have to mention that he had a really good outing the last time he faced the Phillies. And the Phillies really struggled against him. So the main key for the Phillies tonight is to try to be patient at the plate and get on with a couple of walks and make Kodai Senga work. So that will hopefully be the strategy for them tonight. Senga is 6-4 with a 3.53 ERA. This is actually now his 14th start of the season, and he has a 1.33 whip and 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. So, alrighty. Yay, to be 550. Amber, what's up, Amber? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome on into the Play-by-Play with JJ family. You're definitely in the right spot for sure. Is the game on Apple TV Plus? It is. I don't know who that is because you don't have a name, so I'm just going to call you No Name. I've seen you on here a couple of times, but yes, No Name. I don't want to call you No Name. Unknown? Should I call you Unknown? I don't know. But anyhow, no, it is, or yes, it is on Apple TV Plus. So here is Kyle Schwarber, and he lays off the first pitch. As I mentioned, Senga has a 6-4 record. In 71.1 innings this season, he has 87 strikeouts and only 41 walks allowed. Opponents are actually hitting .204 against him. The 1-0 pitch, taken all the way down the heart and soul of the plate for a called strike. 33 people on here. Nice. Please make sure if you guys know other people that want to tune into the game that can't, come on here. Let's join the party. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. On the inside corner at the knees for a called strike. Oatmeal and prune juice party for us seniors. 1 1-2 to Kyle Schwarber, who went 0 in his last game and really struggled defensively as well. That pitch just hit the outside corner. All right, or the inside corner. 1-2, and the next pitch. And Schwarber lays that one off. It was up high, 94 on the gun for Kodai. Senga's 30 years old from Aichi, Japan. 2-2. Alvarez gets the signs, and the pitch just below the knees. Good take by Kyle Schwarber. Mike Estabrook just called that pitch a ball. And the count is full at 3-2. Kodai against the Cardinals went 6.2 innings and only gave up 4 earned runs. He did have 8 strikeouts, but he had 5 hits. Payoff pitch popped up out to shallow center field. This is going to be a tough play. Nimmo on the run, and he drops it. Oh, Brandon Nimmo dropped it, and Schwarber's going to stay over at first base. And he gets on. It was such a bizarre play because going out there, it wasn't just Brandon Nimmo. It was also Jeff McNeil and Francisco Lindor who had to communicate. Nimmo said that he had it, and he got on one knee, and he dropped it all the way towards his left side, so Schwarber stays over at first. And that's going to go down as an E8 for sure. Trey Turner is up, and the first pitch outside and low for ball 1. What a start for the Phils. We'll get to the defensive lineup for the Mets right after this pitch, as Turner's hitting .243 with 7 homers and 22 RBI. 1 no strikes. Schwarber at first. The pitch fouled off. So behind the plate is Francisco Alvarez. On the bump is Kodai Senga. And at first base, we got Pete Alonso. Second base is Jeff McNeil. Third base is Brett Beatty. And the shortstop is Francisco Lindor. Out in left field is Tommy Pham. In center is Brandon Nimmo, who just made the error. And Starling Marte is playing out in right. The 1-1. Inside, a fastball at 96. The Mets as a defense ranked 12th in fielding percentage this season. And they're 21st in defensive runs saved. 2 strike. And the pitch to Turner. Fly ball drilled out to left field. It is hooking long. Foul, though. And the count is 2-2. Hopefully the Phillies can try to get some base runners, because the story for them has been that they have been able to get base runners, but they just they've had a really hard time cashing in. 2-2 pitch laid off, and it gets away from Alvarez, and Schwarber's going to go into second base on a wild pitch. The count is full 3-2 to Trey Turner, and just like that, Kyle Schwarber is in scoring position. And the Phillies are looking to try to take the first punch. Alrighty. Senga in a little bit of a jam here. The payoff pitch to Turner. Fouled off down the third base line into the dugout. The Braves already have a 5-2 lead against the Reds in the bottom of the second inning. Turner hit in .224 with runners in scoring position, and he has struck out 19 times in that situation. The 3-2. Inside for ball 4, and Turner walks over to first base. An E8 and a walk. And there's nobody out. Here comes Nick Castellanos to the plate. On the road this season, Kodai Senga has gone 32 innings. He's allowed 17 earned runs, 5 homers, and 21 walks. Castellanos due up. The pitch. Outside and low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Schwarber at second. Turner at first. Phillies looking to score. Castellanos up at the plate. The pitch. At the knees for a called strike. Eddie, I can't do that right now, man. I apologize. Sometime I will, though. One ball, one strike. Senga with the pitch. It's fouled back towards the screen. And the count is 1-2. Castellanos yesterday went 0 for 4. He grounded into a double play and struck out a couple of times. One ball, two strikes to Nick Castellanos. And the pitch laid off. Oh, they called it a strike 3. That was such a late call by the home plate umpire, and it was just below the knees. Castellanos arguing with Mike Estabrook, and he goes back to the dugout. To be fair, though, Francisco Lindor's strike 3 call was a little bit low as well, but that gave Taijuan Walker the benefit. Alvarez tried to do a good job at framing it, but it definitely was a ball. But you have to be fair. Here's Bryce Harper, and he swings and misses at the curveball, and that was not even close to the strike zone. Man, he's really been struggling as of lately. His batting average has dipped to .296, and he hasn't homered since May 25th in Atlanta. Runners on at second and first. One out in the bottom of the first. Phillies and Mets tied up in Game 1 of this 3-game series. The 0-1 flared out to left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Schwarber's going to go over to third. He's going to come in to score. The throw is cut off, and it's an RBI opposite field single for Bryce Harper. And he gives Kyle Schwarber a little lob pass gesture. Like he's a point guard passing it inside to a big man. It's just a blooper hit out to left field. The rain is starting to come down again, and the Phillies have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Turner does go over to second. It wasn't even hit that hard, and that's what happens when you put the ball in play sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Phillies have a 1-0 lead. Still one out. JT is up at the plate. The first pitch laid off and in the dirt. And it's taken all the way for ball 1. The Mets have been playing very well against the Phillies over the last couple of seasons. Phillies, that is their kryptonite. The 1-0 to JT. Line drive foul down the third base line. Nice play by the ball girl as she gives it to a fan towards the left field fence, and there's a little souvenir. He's wearing his Bryce Harper jersey. Phillies in their regular pinstripe uniforms with their red helmets and white letters. Have their red stitching as well. Mets, on the other hand, in their regular gray uniforms with the bright blue baseball caps and orange letters. The pitch outside and low for ball 2. There's Francisco Alvarez behind the plate. You got to see him play when I was calling games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. And the time that I called that game, he had 3 homers. 2-1 pitch. Just a little bit down low for ball 3. He has a lot of power in the bat. And has gotten a lot better defensively, too. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and second. Phillies lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the first. 1 out. Senga gets the signs, kicks, steals, and it's outside for ball 4, and that'll load the bases for the Phillies. 2 walks issued in this inning, and it all started off with an E8. So JT gets on. He goes over to first. Turner stays put at second. Or Turner stays put at third, and Harper is over at second base. Time is called as the pitching coach for the New York Mets is going to go out there. Base is loaded with 1 out. And the Phillies have a 1-0 lead against New York. Bryson Stott is due up at the plate. Senga is hoping that he can try to collect his 6th quality start of the season. He has 5 as everybody goes back to their spots. He's amassed a 3.53 ERA and 11 Ks per 9 innings over 13 games this season. Stott batting .295 with the bases loaded. Well, he's batting .295 on the season, but he's up with the bases loaded. Pitch number 1 in the dirt for ball 1. The rain was coming down a little bit. Can't really see if it's coming down right now. Phillies have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Stott, in his career with the bases loaded, is hitting .235. He lifts this one high and deep to center field, backing up his Nimmo. He does have room, and he'll make the catch. Turner tags up. He'll come in to score. The throw is cut off by Lindor. And it's an RBI sacrifice fly by Bryson Stott. Harper does tag up, and he goes over to third base. The Phillies have a 2-0 lead. And now you can see a lot of rain coming down. Phillies making it rain in the bottom of the first. The pitch was way down Broad Street. And Stott hit it deep enough. And Brandon Nimmo shaking his head. Here's Alec Boehm. He's up with runners at the corners and 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Senga gets the signs. The kick and the pitch. Popped up, foul behind the plate. And it actually goes over towards the first base dugout. The wind really picked that thing up. There's Caleb Cotham, the Phillies pitching coach, and Kevin Long, the Phillies hitting coach. 27 pitches so far in this first inning for Kodai Senga. Boehm's batting average is now at .264. He has 7 homers and 46 runs batted in. No balls, 1 strike. Senga gets the signs from Alvarez. And the pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Marte on the run. Goes over to his right, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The Phillies strike first, though. Lightning strikes first for the Phillies, and the Phillies have a 2-0 lead. Thanks to an RBI single by Bryce Harper on an error that was scored, or Schwarber would then score on an error by Brandon Nimmo, and the Phillies also hit a sacrifice fly from Bryson Stott. We go to the the top of the second inning. Phillies up 2-0. Oh boy, I did not end that inning well, but that's okay. It's all right. All right, Eddie, when did the Phillies win their last World Series? The Phillies won their last World Series in 2008. That's when they won. Jose says, Phillies need to sweep the Mets. Sorry, if we don't, the season is over in my eyes. Okay, that's your thoughts. I don't necessarily agree with that. So, if the weather persists, Phillies will need a mop to sweep the Mets, says Fibox. Okay. Larry says, Phillies making it rain. Lol, maybe your best line ever. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to make sure that I save that. And I want to make sure that I note that. Phillies making it rain. Thanks for reminding me. I circled the sack fly, but I'm going to make sure that I save that as a highlight clip. Keith says 2-0 after the first. I'll take it. And Jose Perez says, letting the Braves take 2 games for us is not acceptable. No, it's not. It's totally not. And look, I didn't want to come on for a post-game pod yesterday, but, we'll talk more about it after the Mets series is done. Because I really thought that the Phillies were going to play 3 games. I was thrown off with this whole thing, but it is what it is. For those of you that are just tuning into my channel, okay, I want to welcome you all in. I know that the game is on Apple TV, and we try to appease all audiences on here. Make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right, we call Phillies games, we call Sixers basketball games, Flyers, and Patriots football as well. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey, and I've been calling games on this channel for 6 months now, which has been really, really awesome. And I was a broadcaster. I called games for the Delaware Bluecoats, who were the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. And I also did games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, the high A affiliate of the Washington Nationals. Also called games for Rowan University, which is where I went to school. But now you don't want to really hear more about me. I just wanted to give you a little introduction because the game is back on. So now we'll get back to the game. Let's resume our programming. The 0-1 to Pete Alonso. Outside and low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pete Alonso as Taijuan Walker is out there for his 2nd inning of work. Phillies have a 2-0 lead. And the next one is a fastball at 91. That was down low. Phillies infield playing Alonso to pull towards that left side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Walker kick steals. And the curveball is outside. If you just subscribed to my channel, make sure that you shout yourself out. The 3-1 pitch. There's a high fly ball drilled out to deep left field. Schwarber, does he have enough room? It hits off the top of the wall, and it's ruled as a double. So far, Marsh gets over to it, and it will most likely be a double as Alonso stays put at second base. I don't know if it hit the flower bed or not, but it will be ruled as a double off the top of the wall, and Pete Alonso just continues to rake against the Philadelphia Phillies. Hit off the very top of the fence. Schwarber, he just missed it. It actually went into the grass, so that's a home run. That's definitely a home run. It went into the grass. I believe it's a home run. I thought that that's what the rule was. Alonso stays put at second. Nope, they ruled as a double. Okay. It literally hit the grass. That's so bizarre. Hit the grass inside the little fence area. But I guess if it goes in the fence, that's when it's a home run. If it's on the outside of the fence, it's a base hit. All right, Daniel Vogelbach is up. So Alonso gets on with a leadoff double. Vogelbach hitting .230 with 4 homers and 21 RBI. He's DHing tonight. Alonso at second base. The 1-1. Down low. Pache would have had it. I don't know, man. That was a tough play. I can't knock Schwarber for that because he wouldn't have been able to get there. The pitch fouled off. If he was a little bit taller, he would have caught that. But from where he was at, that would have been really tough. Maybe Pache could have jumped a little bit more. Still would have been a tough play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Walker on the bump. Oh boy, stream froze. Great. All right. Let's try it again. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Vogelbach strikes out. That'll bring up Tommy Pham. Alonso's still over at second base. Pham in 53 games He's batting .260 with 7 homers and 28 RBI. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It makes the count 0-2 to Tommy Pham. Walker looks back at second. And the pitch inside and low. On a slider. Pham hitting .343 with runners in scoring position. That's this season. He has 20 RBI and 2 homers. Alonso at second. Phillies up 2-0 against the Mets. The 1-2 pitch. Hopper hit over to third. Sosa throws over to first. And Tommy Pham is out by a mile. And Alonso stays put at second base. So Alonso grounds out to Edmundo Sosa over at third base. And Jeff McNeil is the next victim. I had a lot of fun working the NFL films, Eddie. It was a cool experience interning there. I loved it. Jeff McNeil is due up. And he takes a look at the first pitch at the knees for a called strike. McNeil has 3 extra base hits in the month of June alone. The pitch. Grounder hit over to first. Bohm has it, and he wins the race to the bag for out number 3. So a leadoff double by Pete Alonso, and the Mets can't get him home. We go to the bottom of the second inning as the Phillies have a 2-0 lead at the bank. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to take a very quick step off, but I'll be right back in just a few moments. I want to remind you guys to make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and all that jazz, man. We've been coming on here for a little bit of time, just calling games and doing almost every single Phillies game that we can. Sixers game. We do Flyers content and Patriots content, too. Cannot wait to do more of those, all right? How many people do we have on here? We got 43 people on here. Tell your friends about Play-by-Play with JJ if they want to tune into the game. Make sure that you tell them about this channel. I'll be right back in just a few moments. I need to take a sip of water and stretch, but don't go anywhere. Alrighty. Okay, guys, here we go. Alright, please make sure that you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. We have 14 likes on here, man. We need more. We got more people on in this chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure that you guys do that right now. Alright, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Phillies have a 2-0 lead. Miss Judy's on. What is up, Miss Judy? Waves popped in to say hi to JJ and let you know that I have a load of ideas I'm sorting through. I want to make sure I read this whole thing. I'm sorting through a whole ideas in my head for you, for where to start for you. I think you know my Fridays are spent elsewhere, but I support. Let's go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Thank you so much. Please shout out Miss Judy, man. Go give her a follow. Go give her a subscription. She is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Here comes Brandon Marsh to the plate in the bottom of the second inning. Phillies have a 2-0 lead thanks to an RBI single by Bryce Harper and an RBI sac fly by Bryson Stott. The 0-1. Fly ball out to left field and the hook's foul behind the net. 30 pitches for Kodai Senga as he gave up 2 runs in that first inning. Nimmo had the air, the E8, on a hit that was hit out to center field by Kyle Schwarber to lead off the game. The 0-2. way up high for ball 1. Miss Judy says, y'all have a blessed evening. You as well, Miss Judy. I will catch you pretty soon. We'll keep in touch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Senga gets the signs from Alvarez, and the pitch just a little bit down low and outside. Marsh tied up in the count at 2-2. Senga fires, and it's fouled back. Marsh did have 2 hits in yesterday's game. He actually ended up going 2 for 2, and then Christian Pache came in to pinch hit for him. That was in the 9th. 2-2. Senga kick steals the next pitch in the dirt and inside for ball 3. Kodai has had a little bit of some issues with his command today. Edmundo Sosa waits on deck. Senga kicks, fires the next pitch. Popped up in foul territory towards the third base side. Beatty gets underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And Marsh pops out over to third. Fouls out, I should say. All righty. Here's Edmundo Sosa, and he lays off the ball that was outside. The rain is still coming down in Philadelphia, but so far it's not too heavy. The 1-0, up high for ball 2. Eddie wants to know, did you grow up watching any movies or TV shows? Oh, yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite baseball movies is Field of Dreams. I also love Angels in the Outfield. Those are all good baseball movies. 2-0, up high and inside for ball 3. Sosa batting .241 in 54 games this season. The pitch, a fastball taken on the outside corner for a called strike. And the pitch popped up once again towards shallow left field. Lindor waving off everybody as he backpedals towards the outfield grass, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. So let's see if they ended up counting that as an error. Just realized that for those of you that did not know that are Mets fans, that McGill actually got sent down to AAA after having a rocky start. Schwarber will take that one out on the outside corner, and it's an 0-1 count. Senga with the pitch. Swing and a miss. The Reds are creeping their way back into the ball game against the Braves, as the Braves are up 5-4. Marlins also winning 1-0 against the Pirates. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up, and it is fouled off, and it'll go behind home plate. So it's an 0-2 count. We got 42 people on here. Make sure that you all like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. We just reached 20 likes, man. That is awesome. I might have to refresh that. The 0-2 pitch on the inside corner at the knees for a called third strike. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Kodai Senga. And we go to the top of the third. Phillies still lead it 2-0. All right. So, guys, for those of you that are new, all right, obviously we want to include all of you into our system of what we do on here for Phillies games. All right, so in the top of the third inning, what we do is we say a happy birthday to all the athletes on this calendar that my awesome sister, gave to me for my birthday last year, and I figured it would be such a great way to implement this into my stream. So this is what we do, and we also read off a fun fact in the bottom of the third. And then we have our Phillies trivia in the top of the seventh, or we reveal the answer as we go to the bottom of the seventh. All right, so that's what we do on here, and we do our out-of-town scoreboards in the fourth and then the eighth inning. All right, so happy birthday to Walter Dukes. Happy birthday to Wilma Rudolph. Happy birthday to Felix Potvin. Happy birthday to LaDainian Tomlinson. And finally, happy birthday to Filbert Bale. Wow, that's cool. Today is Friday, June 23rd. All right, we'll get down to our fact of the day as we go to the bottom of the third inning once we go to the bottom of the third. All right, so that is what we will do. Here we go. Happy birthday, Walter. Yes. What's up, Jude? How we doing? David says, I'm currently watching your AAA affiliate playing my triple affiliate, Red Sox, while watching this. Oh my gosh, you have to tell me how the Phils are doing. I hope Derek Hall's doing well, because I really care about that. I care about, our top prospects too. I don't think Ethan Wilson got called up to AAA yet, but let me know if he's playing, if he is. All right. Happy birthday, Wilma. Yes. What's up, Jude? All right, guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that bell icon. We got 42 awesome people on here. I want to make sure that we grow the family. Miss Jackson, thank you. I appreciate you for coming on here. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I was trying to go with the Outcast song, but that was a bad dad joke. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. That was funny. All right, Francisco Alvarez is up. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch by Walker is outside and low. Taiwan's going out there for his third inning of work, facing his former ball club, the New York Mets. The 2-1, outside and low again for ball 3. Most homers by a catcher, 21 years or younger. All right, Johnny Bench had 26 homers in 1969. Darrell Porter had 16 in 1973. Bench had 15 homers in 1968. And how about Francisco Alvarez, who already has 12? The pitch, high hopper, hit over to third. Sosa backs up, fields it, and throws over to first in plenty of time for 1 out. So Alvarez, Beatty, and Nimmo were due up in this inning, and Alvarez grounded out to third. Ellie De La Cruz, Ezekiel Tovar, Gunnar Henderson. A lot of great rookies, man. Brett Beatty swings and misses at the first pitch. Where are the subscribe and like buttons? So if you go down below the video, okay, you should see a thumbs up button, a like button. That's the thumbs up, right? And then you should also see all the way towards the right, there's a little subscribe button. I'll help guide you after this inning is done. Here's Brett Beatty, the 0-2, outside and low, or inside and low, I should say, for ball 1. But yes, we really appreciate you all so much for being on here. And we want to continue to grow the play-by-play with JJ community, as we call almost every single Phillies game. You don't want to miss out on that, man. And 76ers basketball, Flyers hockey, and Patriots football. The 1-2 pitch, outside again for ball 2. We got 46 awesome people on here. Walker has 6 starts at home. He's 3-0 at the bank. The pitch fouled back towards the screen. So David, David, if you go to, if you see on your phone, I don't know if you're watching on your phone or on your laptop, but there should be a thumbs up button that's right below my my icon. And if you click on my icon, actually you can subscribe. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Beatty. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. What a filthy curveball thrown by Taijuan Walker. And there's 2 away. That brings up Brandon Nimmo and the top of the order. So Beatty strikes out. That's the second one of the day for Taijuan Walker. Nimmo lined out his first time up. The 0-1, outside and high. Nimmo in 46 of 72 games this season. He has recorded a hit and collected 2 or more knocks. And the 1-1, that is lifted and drilled out to deep right center field. And that's going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone, and it's over the out-of-town scoreboard. The Mets cut the deficit in half on a solo homer by Brandon Nimmo. And he rounds home plate. 405 feet is the estimated distance. There goes the shutout, and the Mets are on the board. It was a laser hit out to right field, and it just went over the out-of-town scoreboard. So he certainly makes up for that error that he had in the first. A hanging curveball over the middle of the plate. Here comes Starling Marte. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch, inside and high for ball 1. And the count is even at 1-1. For sure, David. The pitch by Walker. Ground ball. Pulled over towards the right side. Stott has it. Throws over to first. And it's in plenty of time for out number 3. The Mets cut the deficit in half thanks to a solo bomb by Brandon Nimmo. And we now go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Phillies have a 2-1 lead. And they'll be back. Okay. So Marte grounds out over to second base. And now it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our fact of the day. And if you just subscribe to my channel, make sure that you shout yourself out and hit and comment down below who you are. And I'll give you a shout out. You get a shout out from JJ, man. Hopefully we can hit 560 members by the end of tonight. All right? So let's talk about our fact of the day. It is actually a Phillies fact. Interesting. All right, so today is June 23rd. And in 1915 on this date, so that is 108 years ago, all right, making his major league debut was Bruno Haas of the Philadelphia Athletics. He tied a still-standing record by walking 16 batters during a 15-7 loss to the Yankees. So this is on the wrong side of Phillies history right here, okay? During a 15-7 loss to the New York Yankees in the second game of a doubleheader at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. He also threw 3 wild pitches and committed a fielding error in that game. So he walked 16 batters, threw 3 wild pitches, and committed an error. So then Haas would be unable to control his erratic pitching, and the A's would release him after a period of 6 games. In which he walked 28 batters in 14 2/3 of an inning and amassed an ERA of 11.93. So in 14 innings, he walked 28 batters. After his dismissal from the Athletics, Haas would also play in the NFL in 1921 and 1922. That's wild. That's your fact of the day. That happened 108 years ago on this day. All right. So we'll have to do tomorrow's. Hopefully tomorrow's will be better. That's a shame, man. We do have a big crowd today. Trey Turner will lead things off for the Phils. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom of the third inning. Phillies have a 2-1 lead. The Mets cut the deficit in half thanks to a solo homer by Brandon Nimmo. The 0-1 by Senga. Lay it off. Trey walked his first time up right after Schwarber got on with an E8. The 1-1 fouled back. They've actually mic'd up Francisco Lindor. What's up, Icy Buckets? Thanks for coming on here, dude. What's up, Philly Prods? Turner did also score a run on the sac fly by Bryson Stott. The pitch. Hopper hit over towards the first base side, and it's just foul. So far the weather is panning out just fine. Don't want to jinx it, though. The 1-2 fouled back right behind the net in the third row behind home plate. You know, every time now I look at Francisco Lindor at shortstop, in some ways, I don't know why, in some ways I think of Jose Reyes. Maybe just because of the speed and the attitude. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And it's just fouled off as Turner went chasing after it, but he stays alive on the contact. The 1-2 by Senga. Outside and low. And the count is even at 2-2. Senga has walked 41 of 307 batters coming into today. That's about 13% of the time he's on the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He already has walked 2 batters. The pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, what a filthy curveball thrown by Kodai Senga. And Turner swings and misses for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Senga as he struck out Kyle Schwarber looking in the second. David 3000 says, I'm going to head out and have a great rest of the stream. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Here's Nick Castellanos, who swings at the curveball over to third base, and the throw over to first gets Castellanos out. And there's 2 away. So patience really hasn't been what the Phillies have been doing over the last couple of innings. They were able to take advantage of the error made out in center field by Nimmo. But have to try to get traffic on the base pads. Bryce Harper is up. Nobody on. 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch to Harper. A curveball that's up high and outside. Harper's a 7-time All-Star. Former 2-time MVP as well. The pitch fouled off. Harper had the RBI single out to left field. It was on a bloop single that would score Kyle Schwarber and give the Phillies at the time a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. The pitch fouled off, and it hit the mask of Mike Estabrook behind the plate. It ricocheted off of his mask, and I don't know what the exit velo on that was, but it was certainly very high. And Harper asked him if he's okay. He says, yeah, I'm fine. Harper won the Golden Spikes Award back in 2010. And already has 1,420 hits. 1-2 to Bryce. The pitch outside and high for ball 2. 2-2 to Bryce Harper. Phillies in their pinstripe uniforms. The pitch inside and low. And the Mets in their regular white and blue uniforms. The orange stitching outside of the letters. Payoff pitch in the dirt for ball 4, and Harper walks over to first with 2 outs. Good at bat by Bryce. Not swinging at anything that looked too bad. And he wasn't going after pitches. The Phillies have been chasing after a lot of pitches, and that's been like one of their biggest weaknesses throughout the entire season, is that guys like Trey Turner, when they are looking to hit, they just swing at everything. And that cannot happen. Real Muto due up, and he pops the first pitch up towards shallow right field. McNeil waves off. Starling Marte backs up and makes the catch for the third and final out of the inning. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the 4th. Phillies still have a 2-1 lead against the Mets. All right, guys. So now it is time for our top of the 4th inning out-of-town scoreboard. If you guys are brand new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Do not forget to hit that like button, okay? The thumbs up button. That's down below. We had 20 people the last time I checked. Let's get it up to 30. All right, let's do that. If you just subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you shout yourself out, and I'll give you a shout-out. If you'd like to follow me on all the social media platforms that are out there, please make sure that you go to my LINKTREE, which is pinned down below in the chat. It's also posted in the description area, and you can go follow Play-by-Play with JJ on all the socials that are out there. And if you'd like to donate to my channel, you can also see that on the LINKTREE as well. We take Venmo and PayPal. You don't have to, but any donations is a bonus. All right. So let's take a look at these out-of-town scoreboards. So for the Phillies, once again, they lead at 2-1 against the Mets. The Braves, who were up 5-1. It's now 5-5. The Reds have tied it back. They've been playing great baseball. The Rays have a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 5th. Reds tied it up in the bottom of the 4th, and there's a runner over at second, so they're actually looking to take the lead. We're in the bottom of the 5th in Detroit, as the Twins have a 3-0 lead against the Tigers. The Marlins are up 1-0 in Miami versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. It is currently in a rain delay as they are scoreless, and the game hasn't even started. Rangers and Yankees, they're tied up 1-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Yankees are up to bat. A's and Jays taking on one another. The Blue Jays have a 4-3 lead against Oakland at the Rogers Center in the top of the 4th inning. And the only other game that's on right now is the Brewers-Guardians game, and Milwaukee has a 1-0 lead in Cleveland at Progressive Field in the top of the 5th inning. At 8:10, we got the Red Sox and White Sox, and then we got Angels and Rockies at 8:40. That's in Colorado. Red Sox playing in Chicago. Nationals-Padres, that'll be at 9:40 on the West Coast. And Dodgers and Astros playing against one another. Astros and Dodgers play at 10:10, and Diamondbacks and Giants play at 10:15. Walker with the first pitch in this inning. It is lined out to center field, and Lindor gets on with a base hit. So there's a single back up the middle. Pete Alonso due up. The pitch inside and low for ball 1. Alonso doubled his last time up. It looked like, I thought it was a home run, but it didn't stay in, or it didn't go behind the fence towards the flower bed. So it was a double. That's the rule. The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball out to right field. It's not that deep. Castellanos tracks it down, makes 2 steps to home plate, and catches it for the first out. think that Walker got away with that pitch because it was a fastball down the heart and the soul of the plate. And Alonso looked a little bit early. Vogelbach due up next. 1 out and a runner on in the top of the 4th. Walker throws back to first, and no tag is even applied as Lindor got back in there safely. How many people do we have on here, guys? How many people? We got 24 likes so far. Awesome. And 48 people. Hit that thumbs up button. The pitch fouled back. Man, wait, hold up. We have 48 people on here, and only 24 of you guys have liked this. Have liked this video. What are you guys doing? Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, guys. After the inning's over. Walker with the 0-1. Inside and high for ball 1. Houston to Dave. What is up, Houston to Dave? Thanks for coming on here. The Mets have stolen bases in 30 consecutive ball games. It's a pretty long streak. The fastball, it's fouled off. That's their longest streak in franchise history. The longest one by any National League team was done by the St. Louis Cardinals in 1989. Know that they had a lot of speedsters on that team. 1-2 to Vogelbach. Walker gets set, kicks, fires, and it's laid off in the dirt. That evens up the count, 2-2. Vogelbach struck out his first time up. Walker has to try to get out of this inning here. Throw back over to first. Not in time, though. That's the second time that he is disengaged, so you can't do that anymore during this at-bat here. They say that Vogelbach's hit probability here is at 15%, which I think is interesting. The pitch. Outside again for ball 3. That makes the count full at 3-2. Lindor probably going to run here. And he stays put. The pitch. Fly ball out to center field. Backing up is Marsh. He has plenty of room. Takes about 3 steps towards the warning track, and he catches it. And the throw is cut off over at second base. And there's 2 outs. Lindor goes back to first, and Tommy Pham is up next. Hopefully the Phillies can try to get some offense when they come up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pham comes up, and the throw back over to first is not in time. Oof, I think I just got something in my eye. That's not a comfortable feeling. It is not. The pitch. Inside and high for ball 1. So Pham is up at the plate. Coming into today, he has 38 hits and 146 at-bats. The pitch down low for ball 2. And Lindor still stays over at first. Pham in his career versus Walker, he's 1 for 9 with a walk and a strikeout. And the 2-0 at inside and high for ball 3. Walker has not allowed any walks today. Only gave up the solo home run to Brandon Nimmo. Lindor at first. Throw back to first again is not in time. What's up, Corey? Thanks for coming on here, man. And for whoever just subscribed, thank you. I really, 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 really appreciate it, man. Phillies lead it 2-1. Top of the fourth inning. The 3-0 pitch to Pham is inside and high for ball 4, and Lindor will go to second base. It's the first walk issued today by Taijuan Walker. And Jeff McNeil, who's been really good throughout his career versus the Phillies. He is up next. McNeil is batting .267, though. His numbers have dropped a little bit. But he will stand in the batter's box, batting on the left side. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out his last time up, and his only time up. Phillies' bell is bright blue, and on the very bottom of the bell it is actually violet purple. The pitch at the knees for a called strike. 2 runners on for the Mets in the top of the fourth. Phillies do lead it 2-1. And the pitch inside and high. McNeil is batting .306 with runners in scoring position this season, and he's driven in 18 runs. Lindor at second. He leads off. The pitch popped up, and it's fouled behind the third base dugout. McNeil has homered 3 times this season. He's driven in 21 runs and has scored 34 times. Over at first is Pham. At second is Lindor. 2 outs in the top of the fourth inning. Phillies up 2-1 against the Mets. The pitch 1-2, and it's a grounder back over to Walker, and he throws it over to first, and there is out number 3. Great play by Walker. It was a ground ball that almost got past him, and he just gloved it and got it right into the palm of his glove and threw it over to first for out number 3. No runs, 2 men left, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Phillies have a 2-1 lead against the Mets. Okay. All right. So yes, in case you guys are brand new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I've been calling games on here for a very long time. I do Phillies, Sixers, Flyers, and Patriots content on here. Try to come on for almost every single Phillies game so that we can just get the reps of doing play-by-play and also interacting with you guys. You know, you guys are a part of the story too. And not only do I want to be a storyteller, but I want to include you guys as a part of the story as well. So if you guys want to talk about the game, obviously feel free to comment down below. We're looking to grow the family. Right now we have 555 subscribers. And if you guys know anybody else that can't have any sort of access to the game, tell them to come on here and just to have a good time. And hopefully you do enjoy my play-by-play commentary. And if you don't, it's okay. That's totally fine. But you're still here, so I appreciate that. And we want to continue to grow the family as much as possible. All right, called games for the Delaware Bluecoats, who were the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. And I graduated from Rowan University last year in 2023 during the spring. And I also had a wonderful opportunity of calling games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, who were the High A minor league affiliate of the Washington Nationals. And then I interned at NFL Films throughout the entire season of the 2022-23 season. And while I was at Films, I said, I miss putting on the headsets. I need to do something. And I've been coming on here, calling games, working on my brand, and making a business for myself. So, you know, it's been a lot of fun and it's been a lot of work, but we want to continue to grow this community, grow this family. So please, by all means, spread the word, spread the love. And if you know other Phillies fans, other Sixers fans, Flyers fans, or Patriots fans, let's get them on here. All right. The pitch by Senga is outside and high for ball 1. Hit that thumbs up button too, man. We got 27 likes. Let's get to 30. We got 52 people on here. Let's go, baby. The pitch, fly ball out to left field, and there's one out as Tommy Pham makes the catch. So Stott flies out to left field. He shot it out there. And Pham catches it for one out. Skies have cleared up a little bit. It's been drizzling on and off at Citizens Bank Park. But the rain has not been too heavy. Here's Alec Bohm, and he lays off the first pitch. It's outside and low for ball one. Bohm lined out earlier in the game, and he's hitting .263 with 7 home runs and 45 RBI. The 1-0, comebacker, hit back towards Senga as he leaps up, and he played it on a hop, threw it over to first for out number 2. What a nice play by Kodai Senga. And there's 2 away. There's Buck Showalter. He has the second most wins in MLB history without a World Series title. 4-time manager of the year, and he's managed 5 different ball clubs. Marsh takes the bunt back as he tried to show it, and he lays off the first pitch. It's for a ball. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th inning. Marsh fouled out his first time up. The 1-0, check swing. He went around. There was not even an appeal by Mike Estabrook. And the count is 1-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch by Senga. A fastball at 96 that was outside and high for ball 2. Braves just took the lead back 7-5. They got out of the bottom of the 5th and have taken a 7-5 lead. The 2-1 to Marsh. Ground ball past the third base bag. It goes out into left field. Marsh hustling, going over to second base. Pham gets over to it, and the throw is cut off by Francisco Lindor. A 2-out opposite field double by Brandon Marsh. It just got past the third base bag, and it stayed in bounds as it was fair down the third base line. It's nice to see Brandon Marsh starting to hit a little bit. He's been very streaky, and at one point, well, he was a top 5 hitter in the National League. He's in scoring position. The Phillies have a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 4th. And Edmundo Sosa is the next victim for Kodai Senga, as Sosa lays that one off, and it's outside and low. Good block at the plate by Francisco Alvarez. Sosa played for the Cardinals a while back, but he's been overall a pretty good addition for the Phillies. The pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Daddy wants to know who my favorite MLB player is. Right now, it's hard to say. I love watching Shohei Ohtani. I like Bryce Harper. I'll get back to you on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Senga looks back at second, and the pitch popped up towards the shallow right field. Alonso backs up, and he makes the catch right at the line on the grass for out number 3 in foul territory. No runs, and Marsh is stranded over at second base. He got on with a 2-out double, and now we go to the top of the 5th inning as the Phillies still have a 2-1 lead. Here we go. So Sosa fouled out over towards the first base side, and Bohm popped up. Right? No, he grounded out to he grounded out. All right. We have a couple of new subscribers. I want to thank you all so much for coming on here and joining the play-by-play with JJ family. I love you all so much. Man, we've been doing this for a very long time, and I know that some people don't have Apple TV, but I want to thank you all so much for being on here. We try to come on for almost every single Phillies game. So if you don't want to miss a Phillies game, if you're not around the TV, or if you just want to turn down the commentators or whatever, make sure that you come on here because this is where the fun is. It really is. I have such a blast doing this, interacting with you guys. David, I appreciate the compliment. I seriously do. Thank you so much for being on here. This is a lot of fun, and this is what I want to do. I want to take broadcasting to a new level and interact with you guys on here by taking a traditional broadcasting style approach, but also just having a conversation. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that this is just having a conversation. People tell me, Jason, you could probably use a color commentator. Not necessarily, because I think that you guys are the color. I think that you guys should be a part of the story too. If you've ever seen a movie where, or a theater show where they are actually like in the audience, the actors are in the audience and they're trying to interact with the audience members, that's what you guys are. Why can't you interact on here too? You know? That's how I look at things. First time here. Got money on the under, and the game's not on TV. You do a great job commentating. Thank you, dude. I seriously appreciate that, Kyle. Come on over to the YouTube channel and come subscribe if you'd like to. Matt Olson hit a go-ahead 2-run home run, and that's how the Braves took the lead once again, 7-5. Kyle wants to know if I'm an Eagles fan. I am not an Eagles fan, but I don't hate the Eagles. I really don't. I'm not an Eagles fan, though. My YouTube is play-by-play with JJ. Head on over and come subscribe, man. This is where the fun is. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. Kyle says, I'm a Cowboys fan. Oh, boy. We respect all fans on here. The 1-1. Grounded foul behind the plate. Yonder Alonso is a commentator. Wow. He's doing the color commentary for the Apple TV. I didn't know that. Interesting. 1-2 to Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. Inside and low again. Walker back out there for his 5th inning of work. He's already thrown 70 pitches. 4 of them in this inning alone. Alvarez grounded out to third. Back in the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch. Strike 3 called right at the knees. A slider at 89 miles per hour, and Francisco Alvarez gets caught like a dead fish in the sea. What a pitch thrown by Taijuan Walker. And a good job by JT to frame that one perfectly. 1 away. Here is the next batter. It is Brett Beatty. And he lays off the ball that was outside. The 1-0. A fastball taken right down Broad Street for called strike 1. So it's 1-1. Walker kicks, fires. The next pitch. Pop up towards shallow left field. Sosa backs up towards the grass, and he makes the catch as he backpedals all the way towards the fair foul line. And there's 2 outs. Here we go. Pops up towards the third base side. So there's 2 away. ACG Adventure says, comes in clutch when I don't have a device capable of Apple TV. Yeah, exactly. But also, you know, sometimes it's just nice to listen to, somebody else. And it's just nice to come on here and also communicate with people while the game's going on. You know, have a watch party partner. The pitch. Outside and low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a grounder. And it's a little, swing that is hit towards the first base side. And Realmuto lets it roll foul. And going back to home plate is Brandon Nimmo. Kyle says, just sub to your YouTube, brother. Thank you so much, man. We need 40 more people to reach the 600 mark. The fact that we've been doing this for 6 months and we've already averaged about that many subscribers per month, that's incredible. Seriously. Pitch framing is an underrated art. It is. It is, Larry, for sure. So Nimmo is at the plate. He took a step out of the batter's box, called for time. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning, I should say. Phillies have a 2-1 lead. Walker with 77 pitches. And the 1-2 up high for ball 2. They say that Brandon Nimmo's home run probability is at 1% now. Huh. The pitch on the inside corner, called strike 3, a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. 2 strikeouts, the side is retired for Taijuan Walker. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Phillies have a 2-1 lead against the Mets, and they'll be back. Here we go. ACG says, also took advantage of your Sixers broadcast during the playoffs when I was fishing. Oh, you went fishing? That's cool. That's nice. I was fishing, or just out on the water. That's really cool. That's awesome. Thanks for coming on here, ACG. If you guys are brand new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I know that some of you guys don't have Apple TV, and I want to thank you all so much for coming on here and for finding me. If you guys know anybody else that loves the Phillies as much as I do, that's as passionate and that just loves calling baseball games, make sure that you tell them about Play-by-Play with JJ, because this channel is booming, and we've been going at it for 6 months strong. It's been a lot of fun, and it's really been a blast being on here. So please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, the bell icon, so that way you know when I upload. And if you guys haven't done so, also, if you want to follow me on all my social media platforms, please go check out the LINKTREE. I'll actually post that right now in the comments section. Let me do that really quickly. All right, so we got this. We will copy, and we will paste this. Larry says that Bob Boone was the best ever. Was the best that he ever saw. There we go. All right, so let's pin this at the very top of the channel. And there we go. Good. I hope that that works. All right, 59 people on here. Sweet. Reds just got a run back. That's funny. That is funny. It's 7-6 in the bottom of the 5th. Man, that series is going to be good. Cheers, everybody. Paco Figueroa. Are they miking him? Yep, they did. Interesting. Schwarber will lead things off as we flip the lineup card and we go back into the bottom of the 5th. First pitch, a curveball taken at the knees for a called strike. Kodai Senga still on the bump. Senga gets the signs and fires to home plate. It's fouled off towards the first base side. And the ball girl plays it on a hop towards the backstop. It's an 0-2 count. Senga has 73 pitches so far in this ball game. Kyle got on with an E8 in the first, and he struck out looking in the bottom of the 2nd. 5 seconds left on the clock. Senga kicks, steals, and it's on the inside corner. Called strike 3, a slider at 85 on the gun. And Kyle gets called out, looking on strikes for the 2nd time today. 1 gone. Kyle says under 8.5 runs, please. We'll have to wait and see what happens. That's all we got to do. Trey Turner due up at the dish, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. It was on a slider that was out of the strike zone. Turner will have a birthday coming up very soon on June 30th. The 0-1, another swing and a miss. This is exactly what we mean by chase rate, because he just swings and misses after pitches that are not even in the strike zone at times. No balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, way up high and inside. Did it catch a piece of Turner? It did not. Trey is a two-time All-Star. He was named an All-Star in 2021 and 2022 and won the World Series with the Washington Nationals in 2019. The 1-2 pitch, that is lifted high over towards left field. Not that deep, though. He thought he had it. And making the catch is Tommy Pham for out number 2. I thought Turner was going to go off this year for the Phillies, but he's been average, says Kyle. Yeah, hopefully he tries to do a little bit better. If you just subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Make sure you comment who you are down below. Castellanos comes up, and the first pitch is fouled off towards the right field side, and it'll find the seats. What a play by that fan. He barehanded it and made the catch. It actually slipped out of somebody's glove right in front of him, and he was just like, I got it. And he hugged it and made the catch. 0-1. The next pitch, swing and a miss on a 96-mile-per-hour heater. I'll never forget one time when I did go to the Phillies game. I'll always remember this. My dad and I went to go see them play against the Dodgers in the NLCS in 2008. That was when the Phillies had the game-winning hit off of Jonathan Broxton. And I got to help them do the line. I got to go on the field and help the grounds crew. The 0-2, inside and low for ball 1. I was sitting towards the left field foul line, and they needed somebody to come out and help. And they looked at me, and I got to go on the field and touch the turf, or touch the grass. That was cool. The 1-2 pitch, line drive into right field for a hit, and Nick Castellanos gets on with an opposite field single. That thing was drilled into right field and played on a nice hop by Marte. 82 pitches for Senga. Besides the 2 runs that he issued in the first inning, he's been really good and very sharp. So a 2-out single for Castellanos. He's over at first. And number 3 is due up. It's Bryce Harper. Harper wearing his pinstripe cleats. Always has to show off the fashion. And it's really cool. Love his Fanatic cleats, too. The pitch. Fouled off. Eddie, yeah, my parents definitely inspired me to do this. For sure. I wouldn't be doing this without the support of my parents. No balls, 1 strike. Senga looks back at first, and here's the next pitch. Fouled off. Reds have just retaken the lead, and they're now up 9-7 in the bottom of the 5th against the Braves. How about that? What a game that's been. Phillies up 2-1. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch in the dirt and outside for ball 1. We got 52 people on here. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and like and subscribe to the channel and tell more people to come on here and join Play-by-Play with JJ. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Phillies have a 2-1 lead. They scored both of their runs in the bottom of the 1st. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the next pitch, it's a breaking ball. It was actually they scored it as a fastball at 96 miles per hour, but it looked like it dipped a little bit and hit the dirt. Dusty Wathan, the third base coach for the Phillies. There he is. They got Paco Figueroa on, though, as the first base coach. The 2-2. That was outside and low, but it's called strike 3 at the knees by Mike Estabrook. And Bryce Harper not having it with him as he goes down looking. And he's called out on strikes. The side is retired, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. Phillies have a 2-1 lead against the Mets. Oh, boy. Okay. So, yes. Hello, guys. I hope you're all doing well. We don't have Apple TV, but you know what? You guys can't see the game, but you know what? You guys come on here, and you guys can totally hear this game because this is what I do every day, man. This is what I try to do every day. I want to make sure that I get more people to come on here and join the play-by-play with JJ family. Hope you're doing well too, Jason. Thanks, Kyle. I really appreciate it. This is always a fun time for me being on here. I'll tell you what, Scott Fransky, I had the pleasure of meeting him. I always tell people the story because it just never gets old, and I know that we keep getting more and more subscribers, so this is why I have to keep repeating this. But I got the chance to meet Scott Fransky right after the World Series run last year that the Phillies made, and he said to me, you know, I talked to him after the event. I was at a networking event at Rowan, and I stayed after and I talked to him like I do with all the guests that are there, even though I graduated. And he told me that the best way to get better at something is by getting reps. It's like working out at the gym. If you're only calling one baseball game a week for Rowan Baseball and for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, you're not getting the reps that you need. So you got to come on, you got to find opportunities, and you got to get the reps and try to do this every day. So that's why I've been coming on here every day, because I'm really familiar with the Phillies, because I love them, and this is what I do. And I get a chance to interact with you guys. I don't have to drive out, to a field, make sure that it's okay for me to call games, which is also a blessing, true. So, consistency really is the key. And that's why this is our 60th game that we've done this season. We did 62 basketball games, I want to say. We started off in December, and we've done 60 baseball games right now. And once the hockey season starts, we'll do more of those, and we'll do more football stuff too. So that's going to be fun. All right, we go to the top of the 6th inning. But yes, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, become a member of our family, and join today. The 1-0 pitch, line drive into left center field. Marsh tracks it down and makes the catch. The ball was hit on the nose, and he makes the running catch towards his left side, right towards the warning track. 1 away. Lindor flies out. Hit the ball really sharply, too. He's batting on the right side. 81 pitches for Walker against his former ball club, the Mets. This is Walker's 16th start. Francisco Lindor is up right now. So Marte was the one that flew out to left. I stand corrected. And Lindor is batting on the left side of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 out. In the top of the 6th. The pitch, swing and a miss. Pete Alonso waits on deck. Lindor today is 1 for 2. Singled and struck out looking. 1-2. Walker kicks, steals the next pitch. Fly ball out to left field. Schwarber backs up, and he makes the catch. He was playing a little bit in and then had to backpedal and turn over his left shoulder, and he just got to it as the ball almost went over his head. And Schwarber gets some cheers from the fans, and Schwarber gives them a thank you sign. Making up for the mistake that he made yesterday out in left field. So 2 up, 2 down. And Alonso is due up next. The first pitch. It looked like it was a little up high, but it's called a strike regardless. Alex wants to know, how's Walker's splitter today? So far, so good. He's commanding it really well. The fastball looks good too. He's throwing some curveballs and some sliders. He has a rhythm going. No balls, 2 strikes to Alonso as the second pitch was on the outside corner. He doubled in his first at-bat and flied out to right in his second. The pitch, inside and high. Pete has 23 homers and 51 runs batted in and 245 ABs. 1-2. He is now 28 years old, had a birthday on December 7th in 2022. The pitch, just a hair down low. Can't wait for my birthday. I don't know if the Phillies play on my birthday. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. I have Twitch. Yeah, my Twitch is in my Linktree. So if you go down below, you can totally go follow me on Twitch. We're also live streaming on Twitch too. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out to left field. Schwarber tracks it down and makes the catch as it was right on a slope. Right to him for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Mets. Phillies have 3 hits. The Mets have 3 hits, but the Phillies also lead it 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Okay. I like that call. Phillies lost on my birthday this last Tuesday. Sorry about that, Jose. Yep. There you go. Wow, what the F? Thanks, Alex. Yes. What was I going to say? Why isn't the game on CBS Philly? Because the game is on play-by-play with JJ. That's what matters at the end of the day. No, but I don't know why it's not on CBS Philly. But it's on here. And you might not be able to see it, but I can still paint a picture in your head. And that's the cool thing about radio, guys. This is why I treat it like it's a radio broadcast, because while, yes, YouTube doesn't allow me to show the game, I still want to work on my radio call. And sometimes, you know, you can turn down the audio if you're watching the game, if you are not a big fan of Tom McCarthy or whoever does the national TV broadcast, you know what I'm saying? But you can listen to me, or you can just, you know, like come on to the chat. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about the Phillies. People like that too. But it's on play-by-play with JJ, and, you know, I was going to say one other thing, but now I forget what my train of thought was, so I apologize. But yes, if you guys are new to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit that red button, that subscribe button. We have 561 people that have subscribed. We started on December 20th when the Sixers were playing against the Golden State Warriors. So we've been doing a lot of content on here. So hit that subscribe button. Become a member of our family. If you don't want to miss a Phillies game, if you don't want to miss any Sixers game, Flyers, or Patriots, this is what we do. And we're growing the channel, we're growing the brand, and we're growing the family, which is the most important thing. All right? I love you all so, so much. KC subscribed to my channel. Thank you, KC. Where's the Sunshine Band at? Or have you seen KC Musgraves? Maybe it is KC Musgraves. Yes. Sorry, my jokes are awful. But that's okay. When I try to be funny, I'm not funny. But we know that. We just know that. We just reached 563. Cool. Thank you. Shout yourself out if you haven't done so already, man. I'm KC. That makes sense. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm sorry, Kyle. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Means a lot. All right, JT Realmuto is due up. KC rhymes with JT. There's Chickies and Pete's. Boy, I could go for some crab fries right now. I'm going to be honest. No balls, 2 strikes to Realmuto. The pitch outside and low. So Kodai Senga has thrown 90 pitches. He came into the 6th inning throwing 87. 1-2. The pitch to Realmuto. Swing and a miss. It was on a breaking ball that was outside and in the dirt. And how about Kodai Senga with another strikeout? He's been pretty on the money today. He has 6 Ks in 5 1/3 of an inning. Stott is due up next, and Boehmwait's on deck. And if it goes any further, Brandon Marsh will come up. First pitch, inside and low. Jose says, cannot wait for the trade deadline. Looking forward to see what the Phillies do. Yes, I am interested in that for sure. Kyle caught the bail. Kyle caught the bait. Oh, caught the ball. Okay. That's what Mr. Rocky said. What's up, Mr. Rocky? Thanks for coming on here, dude. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Bryson Stott. Nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. Senga kicks, steals, and it's fouled off of the left foot of Stott. And he is gets back up on both of his legs, and he's just going to walk that one off. Stott hit the sac fly to give the Phillies a 2-0 lead at the time in the first inning. Then also flew out to left field in his second at-bat in the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Senga gets the signs from Alvarez, kicks, fires, and it's up high for ball 2. Larry says that the subs are rolling in tonight. Exactly. And that's because I know that not as many people can watch the game, but at least you can still tune in. The 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says no, sir. It was on a breaking ball that was at 76. Buck Showalter is, I believe, going to make a call to the pen. So he goes over towards the phones, and somebody will get loosened up. Full count to Bryson Stott. The payoff pitch by Senga. Fouled off. One of the best 2-strike hitters up at the plate for the Phils. 97 pitches for Kodai. So this most likely will be his last inning of work. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch. Line drive into left field, and it drops in for a base hit as Pham plays it on a hop, and Stott has to hold the brakes. And he goes back over to first with an opposite field. 1-out single in the bottom of the 6th. It was on a fastball down the middle of the plate. Put it in a good spot. Tommy Pham had to go over towards his left side. And he just got over to the baseball as he played it on a hop. And if he was probably a step earlier, or even a step later, the ball would have gotten past him. That's why Stott had to pump the brakes and go back to first. Senga in a little bit of a jam. Not really too much of a jam, though. 98 pitches, and time is called. Mets relief pitchers, when they've come into the game with players on base 68 times, they have 70 appearances in high leverage situations, and they've accumulated 45 holds during the season, which is actually 7th in the majors. Stott goes. The first pitch is down low. The throw over the second base to get Stott. It's not in time, and it ricochets off of the foot of Bryson Stott, and I got to tell you that Jeff McNeil is down. I think that he tripped, and he hit his left knee. Stott stays put over at second base. It's a stolen base by Bryson Stott, and Jeff McNeil gets up, but man, oh man, he's hurt. Does put the glove back on. I didn't see. Let's see if on the replay here if Bryson Stott made some contact with him. He was diving in, And I think that his helmet probably banged knees. No, it didn't. It did not. McNeil almost caught that, and if he did, he actually would have tagged Bryson Stott on the back left cleat. The trainer is coming out there to see if his finger is okay because he's holding his left thumb. And I think he will be okay. Buck Showalter's out there too. Says, I'm fine. Mr. Rocky says, you're spoiling it for me. But now I know what happens. Well, I apologize, Mr. Rocky. But I appreciate you for coming on here. I don't know what else to tell you, man. This is what I got to do. His glove came off as he was trying to tag Bryson Stott on that back left cleat. And I think that his finger must have caught the cleat or something. But everybody goes back to their spots. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Alec Bohm. Stott's over at second base. Phillies have a 2-0 lead. The pitch. Breaking ball that's outside. And Bohm holds the trigger. Alex Greenspun says, what's the worst thing about the Phillies? And why is it Ruben Amaro Jr.? I don't know. I don't think he's the worst thing. I don't know. Are you talking about him as the GM? And then Ruben Amaro's been a really good person for the organization overall. Maybe he wasn't the best GM, but he's a good person. 2 balls, no strikes. But I appreciate you coming on here, Alex. Of course. The pitch on the inside corner at the knees for a called strike. 2-1. Senga looks back at second to keep Stott in check. The pitch, line drive, back up the middle. And Francisco Lindor makes a dive, but he plays it on a bounce, and everybody's going to be safe. Lindor did the right thing by just eating that one up. Stott goes over to third, and there's runners at the corners. Bohm certainly hit it sharply, but what a play by Francisco Lindor to just play it off of a bounce, dive over towards his left side, and he just ate that one up. And it probably would have been an RBI, so he just saved a run there, potentially. Just caught the tail end of the glove. And it's just a single, back-to-back singles for the Fightins. And now Kodai Senga's day is done as Buck Showalter's going to go out there and pull the plug. So we have a pitching change. We'll get you the name as to who comes in just a few moments, but the runners at the corners are still Senga's responsibility, as Brandon Marsh is due up for the Phils. We have a pitching change, and the Phils will be right back. Oh, boy. Jacob Lee, what's up? Fortnite Boy says, have watched this whole stream so far. Thank you. I seriously appreciate that. And thank you if you did just subscribe to my channel. I seriously do appreciate it. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover almost every single Phillies game, and we try to appease all audiences here. You know, we're not biased. We also love to give both sides of information, and we treat this like it's regular play-by-play, but we also communicate with people on here and welcome on in people to the family. So please make sure that you like and subscribe, become a member of the family today. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. All right? Please make sure that you guys do that right now while we're in a break. We got 36 likes and 45 people watching. Also, spread the love and spread all the news of Phillies content by having people come on to the channel. We need one more to get to 565. Ariel's on. Hey, JJ, Bad Beach Day here. So party is here. We love to hear that the party is here. Thank you for coming on, Ariel. I appreciate it, man. That's sick. I'm sorry that you didn't have such a good day at the beach. I know that the weather probably wasn't the best, so I apologize about that. Swirled to YouTube account. There we go, KC. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for coming on here, dude. You joined the dark side. Facebook is the bright side, and now YouTube is where it's at. It's the dark side, baby. Oh, man. Reds lead at 10-7. How about that? All right, so we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. All right. Okay. Let's double check this. I want to make sure I have this. Darth JJ. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, so Senga has 102 pitches. He's done. He's responsible for the runners over at first and third. He went 5 1/3. He had 6 strikeouts, only allowed 3 walks and 5 hits. Josh Walker comes in. He has a 1.59 ERA, 5 Ks, and 3 walks. First pitch, it's bunted, and thankfully it's behind the plate fouled because that would have been popped up. Marsh is due up at the plate. And on deck is Sosa. This is your Apple TV broadcast. This could also be your regular broadcast if you would like to choose so. But thank you. I appreciate it, Brandon. It's what we do all the time. No balls, 1 strike. Infield plays in. The pitch up high for ball 1. Runners are at the corners for the Phillies in the bottom of the 6th inning. They scored 2 runs in the first, thanks to a sac fly by Bryson Stott and an RBI single by Bryce Harper. Marsh against righties. He's hitting .292 with 3 homers. Against lefties, he's hitting .212. The 1-1, outside and high for ball 2. Mets are 34-40 on the season, and they are 17-25 on the road. The 2-1 to Marsh, up high for ball 3. Alvarez thought about throwing back to third, and Stott got in there safely without a throw. So the runners still remain at the corners, and the count is 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. The next pitch popped up towards shallow left field, and Lindor backs up, and nobody makes the catch. Stott comes in to score. The throw from the second base is not in time. What a communication breakdown between Lindor and Pham. Lindor thought that Pham called him off, and it went into no man's land, and it's now 3-1 Philadelphia. And Buck Showalter shaking his head as the Mets' defensive woes come back to bite them. Lindor goes out there to left field, and he loses it. Maybe he lost it in the lights or something, but Nimmo was right there, and it looked like Pham called him off, I thought. But maybe not from this angle. Lindor just lost it, and Pham was looking and was just standing there. So that's going to be ruled as an RBI single. It probably should be an error, but that's definitely a little bit controversial. So Stott comes in to score. Going over to second is Bohm. And it's 3-1 Philadelphia. Sosa comes up to the plate, and he takes the first pitch outside. Fans are so loud. I would love to get crowd noise, but it's a little bit annoying if it's not artificial. Here's Edmundo Sosa as he lifts this one out to left field, and it's caught for out number 2. The rain is starting to come down again, and everybody's putting their trash bags on. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. It is pouring. It is 9:00 p.m. on the East Coast side. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Man, it is coming down hard. Boy, oh boy, everybody's going in to try to not get some rain on them. And there's Mike Estabrook, who's had to take off the umpire mask for a second just to try to see. So Sosa flies out to left. And here's Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, the first pitch. Outside and high for ball 1. Phillies trying to make it rain. Can they extend this lead? That remains to be seen, but fans are filing out. 1 ball, no strikes. Josh Walker is 28 years old. From Otisville, New York. The pitch. Inside, way inside it was, as the ball, I think, slipped out of his hand, Josh Walker. And it came in at 80 miles per hour. 2 balls, no strikes. It is downpouring in Philadelphia. And that pitch was way up high and inside. 2-0. Runners at first and second. Phillies have a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm curious to see what happens here. Home plate umpire takes off the mask. Are they going to call it? I don't know. Lindor. Oh, they're trying to rub the baseball. Okay, because the baseball is really wet, so they had to get a towel. And here comes Eric Backus, the second base umpire, talking things over with Buck Showalter. I think that just to try to get an explanation on what's going on, this is a little bit weird. They have to try to clean the baseball off as much as possible and clean the rubber too, so that Walker doesn't slip. I think that what they'll try to do is just try to get out of the inning. But I have no idea, and I can't make any sort of assumptions, even though I just did. So they're still rubbing the baseball. Phillies have a 3-1 lead. So in case you're just joining us, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload. The game is on Apple TV, but we're on here having a party, as we always do, as we try to call almost every single Phillies game. We also do 76ers basketball, Patriots football, and Flyers hockey. We have 566 subscribers. 2 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs and 2 runners on. And everybody goes back to their spots. The 2-0 pitch. It's laid off for ball 3. If they were to call the game off, would it end as a Phillies win? If they did, yes. But I don't think that they will. 3 balls, no strikes to Schwarber. Bohm at second, Marsh at first. The pitch outside for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. As Kyle Schwarber gets on with a walk, and Buck Showalter's going to go out there, and he's going to make another pitch and change. So Josh Walker's day is done. And we have another pitch and change as Schwarber gets on with the bases loaded. And we have a new pitcher coming in for the Mets. Get you more information on who it is in just a few moments as the Phillies and Mets have a pitch and change. Okay. Let's see. Jeff Brigham is coming in. Okay, I want to make sure that I had that correctly. So he's number 43. So Jeff Brigham is coming in. If you guys are new to the channel, all right, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for being on here, having such a blast. Comment down below if you guys are new to the channel and if you guys enjoy this play-by-play commentary. You know, I want to hear from you all. We have 38 likes now. So please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, man. It means the world to me, and I seriously appreciate that so much. All right. We got 58 people on here joining. And if you guys haven't done so, please, if you are on the Twitch side of things or on the Facebook side of things, head on over to the YouTube channel. Please make sure that you do that. Cheers. Let's take a sip of water. And please, if you could also spread the word, that would mean a lot to me too. We want to get as many people on here as possible. So definitely spread the word. Tell your friends about this channel. And let's have more and more people become a part of the Play-by-Play with JJ family. We need 4 more subscribers to reach 570, and we need 2 more likes to get to 40 likes, man. Algo people, do your thing. 57 people on here watching, 38 likes. What are you 19 people doing? Well, maybe now it's 18 people. It is. Disrespectful. Come on. I'm kidding. All right. Here we go. Bases are loaded for the Phils. Jeff Brigham comes in to relieve Josh Walker, as they are still trying to wipe down the mound here. Brigham is 0-1 on the season. He has a 4.05 ERA in 26.2 innings and has struck out 29 batters and has walked 9. Hitters are batting 144 against Jeff Brigham, as he also has a .83 whip. Turner is up with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies have a 3-1 lead. The rain has cooled down just a little bit. Still drizzling, though. It's been on and off. Bases loaded for the Phils. Bohm at third, Marsh at second. Over at first is Schwarber. And the first pitch. It's a slider at the knees for a called strike. Trey is 0 for 2 today. Did walk in the first, though. The pitch, outside and low. Good take by Turner. Turner in his career with the bases loaded. He's had 85 at-bats with 5 homers and 74 ribbies. RBI. I just wanted to say ribbies. The 1-1. Outside and low for ball 2. It's one of my favorite things to say sometimes. I don't think I've done it this season, but I try to stay away from it because I don't want people to make fun of my baseball IQ. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2 to Trey Turner with still 2 outs. On deck for the Phils is Nick Castellanos, who's 1 for 3. He had an opposite field single his last time up. Brigham gets the signs from Alvarez. Bases loaded for the Phils. Can they extend their lead? The 2-2 pitch. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Bohm comes in to score. And rounding third, coming in right behind him, is going to be Marsh. A 2-run single by Trey Turner, and the Phillies lead at 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. They are making it rain at the bank. Oh, there's a fastball right at the knees on the inside corner, and Turner just did his job by making solid contact with it. He didn't pull it too hard, extended his arms perfectly, and bang, bang, what do you know? Phillies lead at 5-1. The inning is not over yet. So that puts runners at first and second. Schwarber's at second, Turner at first, and Castellanos takes the first pitch on the inside corner, a curveball. Nick is batting .311 on the season with 8 homers and 43 runs batted in. The 0-1, line drive over to third base. The throw over the second is in time, and Turner is out. On a fielder's choice ground out, it was hit pretty sharply by Castellanos, but that'll do it. As we go to the top of the 7th inning, the Phillies have extended their lead as they score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, thanks to a RBI single by Brandon Marsh and a 2-run single by Trey Turner. We go to the top of the 7th. Okay. 8 men came up to the plate. Okay, guys. KC says I'm back. Did the inning end with no more runs? The Phillies got 2 runs, as I just mentioned. They just got 2 runs thanks to a single by Trey Turner. All right, guys. So now is the time. All right, now is the time where we do our trivia of the day, our Phillies trivia of the day as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Now, hopefully they don't call this, because usually we reveal the answer in the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, so we do our Phillies trivia of the day. You can comment down below what your answers are going to be for the following question, but I will not answer it until the bottom of the 7th inning unless we're actually in a rain delay. All right, so the question is, who holds the single-season record for most stolen bases in a single season without getting caught? All right? Write your answer down below. I'm going to repeat the question again. Who holds the single-season record for most stolen bases in a single season without getting caught? That is the question. And obviously, because it's Phillies trivia, it has to be a Phillies player. All right, we're going to repeat this again. Who holds the single-season record for most stolen bases in a single season without getting caught? And we'll reveal the answer in the bottom of the 7th inning. All right? Keep commenting, and that's when we'll reveal the answers. All right. I see we got Donna. Donna, what's up? What's up, Donna? Interesting answers. I'll have to read them all when we go to the bottom of the 7th. All right, guys, in case you're all new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We need 2 more subscribers. Gregory Soto comes into the ball game to pitch for the Phils as Taijuan Walker's day is done. First pitch on the inside corner at the knees for a called strike as Daniel Vogelbach is due up. The 0-1, fouled off again. Okay. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Gregory Soto gets the first out of the inning. He strikes out Vogelbach. So Walker's day is done for the Phils. He was really good today. Had his stuff and was very sharp and continues to really do a lot of damage on the mound. First pitch. It's on the inside corner for a called strike. Is it still raining hard? It is. It is. The pitch. Inside and low for ball 1. Mets and Phillies are on a 2-game losing streak. The Mets are 34-40 and are 14 games behind the Atlanta Braves. The 1-1 to Pham fouled off. Larry says that De La Cruz hit a cycle in the 2nd week in the majors. That just happened today. Wow. Reds lead it 11-7 against the Braves. Tommy Pham on a 7-game hitting streak, and during that time he's batting .307. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball, and it's fouled. It's year 2023, and MLB has not invented a waterproof baseball. I guess some things never change, Ariel. Yeah, the technology, that's an interesting point. The rain has calmed down, though, a little bit. The pitch, way up high for ball 2. One gone in the top of the 7th inning. Tommy Pham is up at the plate. And the next pitch on the inside corner, called strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Gregory Soto. And there's 2 outs. Good pitch. It was honestly looked like it was inside, but regardless, Soto got the call. It's been kind of like that throughout the whole entire night. Just missed. We need 2 more subscribers to get to 570, guys. Please make sure that you hit that red subscribe button. I want to get to 570 by the end of this. McNeil's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out twice. He's been in a little bit of a slump, but continues to hit really well against the Phillies. The pitch, fouled back. Lucky places back from dinner. Brooks Rowley is warming up in the bullpen, the left-handed pitcher for the Mets, and he will pitch the bottom of the 7th inning. 0-2. And the pitch by Soto. Strike 3 called. Gregory Soto strikes out the side, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Wow. Phillies up 5-1. Now, I want to know, really quickly, was all of that on 3 pitches? Did he just throw a clean inning? I don't remember. Why can't I remember? I have bad memory now, guys. That's not good. That's not good. 3 pitches? No, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. It was the second at-bat. Because I was like, the first at-bat was 3 pitches. The second at-bat, or the third at-bat was 3, but the second at-bat was not. All right, guys. So here we go. Bottom of the 7th inning. So that means that it is time to reveal the answer. So if you're just tuning in, all right, we're going to ask it one more time. All right. Who holds the single-season record for most stolen bases in a single season without getting caught? That is the trivia question of the day. It's the Phillies trivia question of the day. So that should obviously give you a hint. What's up, Riz Ref? Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. All right, so let's give you guys 15 seconds, all right? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to work on that. All right. So the answer, okay, I'll read some of yours. I see we got Richie, we got Ryan Howard, we got the Flying Hawaiian, Shane Vittorino, Granny Hammer, Richie Ashburn, Juan Samuel, Pete Rose. All right, Kenny Lofton, no. Juan Samuel, no. Will Smith. There's only one person that got it, and that's Mr. Rocky. And also Liquid Cheeks, too, and it's Chase Utley. Chase Utley was 23 for 23 in stolen bases in a single season. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was 2009. If somebody could look that up for me to confirm, I would really appreciate that. We got 62 people on here. Thank you for playing Phillies Trivia with me, JJ. It was Chase Utley. Riz Ref says I knew that. So Brooks Rowley comes in the pitch. He has a 2.96 ERA. Christian says that you're my favorite YouTuber. I really appreciate that, man. That means so much, and I'm really happy that I've touched all your hearts. And we're going to continue to put out more and more content and call more Phillies games, man, until the football season starts. We'll still be doing, obviously finishing out the Phillies season, but it's just going to be Phillies, Phillies, Phillies all the way to football. Here's Bryce Harper, and he bunts at the first pitch, but takes it back, and the home plate umpire says he went around. I would agree on you being my favorite. Thanks, Lucky Play. That means so much. All right, Phillies lead at 5-1. So we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. So we'll get to Raleigh's stats in just a few moments. Harper's due up. The 0-1 to Bryce. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Larry says that he can't wait for me to call Flyers games. I'm excited about that too. I really am. I've been starting to listen to some old Flyers casts, and I've been taking some notes from time to time, like I did last night because I couldn't sleep. The 0-2 swing and a miss. And Harper strikes out. There's one gone in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies sent 8 men up to the plate in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Realmuto is up at the dish. Oh, boy. Why is this? Oh, I have to plug it in, that's why. FS Pod, thanks for coming on here, man. I appreciate it. We got a lot of people on the chat tonight because not as many people can access the game. So I might not get to all your comments, and I apologize about that. No balls, 1 strike to JT. The pitch. Up high and inside for ball 1. Lucky says that I've never been into hockey. I do the Sixers games. Yes, of course. You guys can go check out all my content that I do on my channel. The 1-1. Outside and low for ball 2. Harper swung on and missed, and he got ejected. Totally missed that. Harper got ejected from the ball game. That's crazy. By Mike Estabrook. Not having it with him. Trying to rally the troops up. It didn't even show that he got thrown out. 2-2 to JT. And the next pitch. Outside and low for ball 3. Please make sure that you guys like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. Algorithm people, I need your help. Do your thing. We want to get more and more people to join the channel and become a part of the community. Raleigh kicks, steals the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Nine pitches by Brooks Raleigh, and it is currently 9:23 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The San Antonio native kicks, steals the pitch outside for ball 4, and JT draws a walk with 1 out. Good eye by JT as he took the curveball outside. That's just a good professional at bat. It's the second time today that JT Realmuto has gotten on with a walk. The rain has quieted down just a little bit. So some scattered parts of rain. First pitch to Stott, outside and low. Alex says late to the party, but check out Chase Utley's retirement job. Moved to London. That's cool. I'll have to see the rest of your comment in a sec. The 1-0, outside for ball 2. And now he's the MLB ambassador for Europe? Really? I didn't know that. Huh. That's cool. 2-0 to Stott. The pitch. It's a strike called on the inside corner. 570 subscribers on here. Thank you all so much for being on here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Phillies have a 5-1 lead. They struck first in the bottom of the 1st. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Mets only got 1 run, and it was on a solo homer by Brandon Nimmo in the top of the 3rd. Harper had an RBI single in the 1st, and Stott hit a sac fly. Harper was arguing balls and strikes with the umpire, so he got ejected earlier in this bottom of the 7th. 2-2 to Stott. Raleigh looks back at first, and the pitch. Line drive, right caught by Jeff McNeil over at first, and the throw back to Alonso is in time. A beautiful play by Jeff McNeil. It was pulled all the way towards the first base side. McNeil made a nice catch. He leaped up and then threw the runner out over at first base. It's a 4-3 double play. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies have a 5-1 lead against the Mets. Unfortunate for Bryson Stott, but a great play. All right, guys. Time to go to the 8th inning. And now it is time to check the out-of-town scoreboards once again, guys. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I see that we have like 60 people on here. I want to make sure that I have that right. 52 people on here, 44 likes. Please make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up button. We want to get to 50, man. 50 likes. That would be really, really awesome. Okay. So let's take a look at the scoreboard. So the Reds have an 11-7 lead against the Braves. They're going to the top of the 8th inning. Rays lead the Royals 11-3 at Tropicana Field. Tigers and Twins taking on one another. The Twins have a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 9th. And the Mets and Phillies taking on one another. We know what the score is for that. Mariners are up 1-0 against the Orioles in Baltimore in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And the Rangers and the Yankees are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. A's and Jays. A's lead at 5-4 as they're at the Rogers Center and they're going to the bottom of the 9th right now. Brewers and Guardians. Well, Brewers have a 7-1 lead. Red Sox are up 3-1 against the White Sox. And the Angels out at Coors Field. They're tied 2-2 against the Rockies. Nationals and Padres play at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Astros-Dodgers play at 10:10. And the Diamondbacks and Giants play at 10:15. Shout out Christian Inkster. 570th sub. That's great. Thanks for doing that, man. And if you just subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you please make sure that you shout yourself out. Thanks for shouting me out, Lawrence. What's up, Christian? Thanks for coming on here and for subscribing to my channel. Jose Alvarado steps up onto the mound. In 20 games, he's gone 20.1 innings and has 33 Ks and has only allowed 5 walks. Batters are hitting 197 off of him, and his whip is at .55. First pitch to Alvarez is popped up towards the first base side in foul territory. Bohm almost lost it and reaches up and catches it for the first out. Mets are now down to their final 5 outs. So that puts Alvarez 0 for 3. So now the question is, right? Who comes in as the DH for the Phillies? So that is the next question. And I will find that out for you in just a few moments. Because Bryce Harper got ejected. The phone's going to die. Oh no, my iPad's going to die actually. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Phillies lead at 5-1. Alvarado steals the pitch up high for ball 1. What's up, Nick? Nick Rizzo. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming on here. And thank you for checking this out, man. I appreciate it, guys. Please go subscribe to Nick Rizzo. Nick Rizzo, my man from Rowan University. Shout out Rowan University, as always. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Does a lot of stuff for the Wilmington Blue Rocks and has been doing a whole lot of stuff with the writing department. My man, Nick Rizzo. It's so good to see you, dude. The 1-1, down low for ball 2. So the Phillies lead at 5-1. Alvarado on the bump. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike to Beatty. And the pitch outside, 99 on the gun for Alvarado. That's outside for ball 3. Three and 1. Alvarado kicks, fires the pitch. A 99-mile-per-hour fastball right down the heart and the soul of the plate. Moves Schwarber to the DH, Pache the left. That's what Lucky says. Oh, that's what Larry says. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and time is called by Beatty. So he will step out of the batter's box. Mets are 17-25 on the road, while the Phillies are 19-13 at home. Both teams on a 2-game losing streak in the NL East. The payoff pitch. On the inside corner. It was at the knees, but it's called ball 4. Are you kidding me? That was absolutely a strike. And the home plate umpire, Mike Estabrook, called to the ball. Wow. So Mark Canha came in to pinch hit for Brett Beatty. My mistake. They did not introduce him. But that was certainly a strike. But he gets on for ball 4. 1 out. And Brandon Nimmo comes back up as we flip the lineup card. And the first pitch is fouled back towards the screen. Nimmo is 1 for 3 with a solo home run. Shout out Donna Hillenbrand. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you for coming on here and for becoming a member of the Play-by-Play with JJ community. The 0-1. Inside and high for ball 1. I know that you guys can't see, but I will say that the green screen effect is definitely showing on Alvarado. I don't know why. That's crazy. The Mets just traded Eduardo Escobar during the middle of the game? Are you kidding me? For what? The 0-2. Up high for ball 1. See, this is why I wish I had spotters, guys, because I don't get this information. And whenever I check Twitter, it's just so hard. That's crazy. 1-2. Alvarado kick steals the pitch just below the knees for ball 2. That is unbelievable. Yep, you got traded. Fox Sports MLB says that the Mets have traded Eduardo Escobar to the Angels for minor league right-handed pitchers Coleman Crowe and Landon Marchal. Huh. The 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. It reached triple digits at the knees for a called third strike. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. It should have been 2 strikeouts, but there's still a runner over at first. So Nimmo strikes out and Starling Marte is up. Traded for prospects. No names I know. Mets are officially sellers. That's what Larry says. Marte with the first pitch. He lays it off. It was inside. It reached triple digits again for Alvarado. Marte is 0 for 3. He grounded out twice and also lined out. Started off his career with the Pittsburgh Pirates as he shoots that one over towards the second base side, and the underhanded toss by Stott over to Turner is in plenty of time. On a fielder's choice ground out by Marte. No runs, 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies lead it 5-1. Okay. That was really a walk, but whatever. Regardless, somebody got on base. Okay. Let's plug her in. Ugh. Okay. Did you ever watch any NFL games? Of course, Eddie. Of course. Definitely. I love the NFL. Okay, so let's see who came in. That's the real question to me. They haven't revealed yet who came in as the DH. Huh, that's funny. I don't think Rob Thompson made a move just yet. I guess you don't really have to. Guys, if you're brand new to my channel, I love you all so much, and I appreciate you all for being on here. My name is Jason Joseph, okay? I started this channel 6 months ago, and I've been calling Phillies games, Sixers games. I've been doing a whole lot of Flyers content and Patriots content too. So, can't wait for football season to start, but we have a long ways to go. And so until then, we're just going to be doing baseball, and then we'll do football once the football season starts, along with baseball, for sure. So please like, subscribe, do your thing, algorithm people. We love you all so much. We just reached the 50 mark. 50 likes, 50 thumbs up. Let's go. Nice. Okay. But yes, I'm a play-by-play announcer. I started this channel 6 months ago while I was interning at NFL Films. Had the wonderful opportunity of working at the Wilmington Blue Rocks with guys like Nick Rizzo. Shout out Nick Rizzo. He's the man. He's the myth. He's the legend. And I can't believe he came on here. That means so much. And the Wilmington Blue Rocks as well. Called games for them. Helped them with a whole lot of stuff. And intern at NFL Films. So we're just getting the reps and getting the experience. And interacting with you all and building a family on here. Jose says, Phillies have a 12-game road trip coming up after this homestand. I would be happy if we go 9-3 on the road. That'd be cool. Guys, let's get to 575 subscribers, okay? Kara, what's up, Kara? Thanks for coming on here, Kara. I really appreciate that. It means so much. You guys are the best, man. Another Rowan alum. That's so cool. If you guys are brand new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell icon too so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. All right, here we go to the top or the bottom of the 8th inning. So Natoli comes in. We'll get to his stats in just a few moments, but Alec Bohm is due up first, and the 0-1 pitch is served out to right field. Backing up is Marte. And he goes towards the warning track and makes the catch for out number 1. 2 pitches and 1 out, as Alec Bohm is now 1 for 4. I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day, a fantastic night, and that you're staying cool. Brandon Marsh comes up next for the Phils. He's been seeing the ball a lot better. He's doubled and singled, has an RBI and a run scored. Natoli gets the signs from Alvarez, and the pitch in the dirt and inside for ball 1. So the count is 1-0. Marsh had an RBI single back in the 6th inning. It was really on a pop-up out to left center, or out to shallow left field, and Lindor could not field it properly, but they didn't call it an error. The pitch inside for ball 2. That makes the count 2-0 now. This is our 60th Phillies game that we've done. The 2-0 pitch, ground ball, past the stop of Francisco Lindor. It went off of his glove and out to left field. And staying put over at first is Brandon Marsh as he has himself a hat trick of hits. An opposite field single by Brandon Marsh with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Just a good piece of hitting by Marsh. It was right down the pipe. And Lindor, who made a really nice diving stop earlier in the game, just could not get over there. Edmundo Sosa comes up, bottom of the 8th, and the first pitch is fouled back. Larry says that he'd settle for 7-5. Okay. Coleman Crowe is the Angels' number 19 prospect, according to Alex Greenspun. Yes, that is correct. That's what I saw. And Landon Marshall is number 20. No balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And Marsh goes, the pitch, fouled off. And Marsh has to go back over to first base and run all the way back. Oh, boy. Wow, we just reached 575 people. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. We love you all so much, and we are so happy that we're growing this channel. It's been 6 months, and yet we've come this far. It's awesome. The 0-2, Marsh goes again. The pitch, line drive into left field, and it's going to be caught by Pham as he backs up towards the warning track, and Marsh has to go back to first again as he smiles over at Figueroa, the first base coach, and there's 2 outs. Marsh is like, I just want to steal second base. It was hit sharply by Sosa. So Vinny Natoli, we didn't get to his stats. He has 26 strikeouts in 26 innings. He's only allowed 8 walks, 4 homers allowed, and a 3.81 ERA. 600 tonight? That'd be really cool. Let's get to 600 subscribers, guys. Let's work our way up to that 600 mark. That would be really awesome. Thank you all so much for being on here. Schwarber's 0 for 3 today. He reached on an error, he walked, and scored a run. The throw back to first, not in time. Disengagement number 1. Kyle has struck out looking twice and reached on base with an E8. That was to start the game off. 8 pitches by Natoli. The kick. And it's inside for ball 1. That slider was low and inside. So Eduardo Escobar got traded about an hour ago, according to Fox Sports MLB. It was really breaking news on here by our man Alex Greenspun. But the person that actually broke the news that I saw was Fox Sports MLB. The 1-0 pitch. It's outside and the throw back over to first, and Marsh is going to get caught into a rundown. The throw over to second is in time, and Marsh gets tagged out. Another base running miscue happening for the Phillies. And we go to the top of the 9th inning, as that's the 3rd out of the inning. Nice play by Alvarez as Marsh was caught sleeping at the wheel. And we go to the top of the 9th. Phillies leave 1, and they trail 5, and they're up 5-1 as we go to the 9th inning. Man, I'm losing track of my words. I apologize, guys. Oh, boy. I need a sip of water. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yes. How many people do we have on here? We got 60 people on here. That is awesome, guys. That is really awesome. Our hard work is continuing to pay off. We have 53 thumbs up. That is incredible. Keep them coming, man. We want to continue to grow the channel. And to be honest with you, I want to let you guys know that we do have a Venmo account set up, okay? So if you'd like to donate to the channel, please make sure that you do that. The link to that is pinned up at the top. You can go follow Play-by-Play with JJ on the Linktree, okay? And subscribe to all the social media platforms that are out there, all right? So please make sure that you do that. You can find the Venmo account there and the PayPal. We take both of those. Any donation is definitely a plus. We haven't taken any breaks tonight, guys. No breaks. And yet we're still doing this as we go to the top of the 9th. That's awesome. Man, that is sick. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Oh, my... Guys, excuse me. We do have a scoring update. The Reds are leading it 11-10 against the Braves. What a game that is. That's insane. Whew. My gosh. How's your night going, guys? Comment down below how your Friday night's going. I'd love to hear from you all. It's been a cool Friday night for me. I've definitely been working on more stuff for this channel, and I've definitely been doing really some awesome stuff, and we have some great stuff that's in the works that's coming up because we want to continue to grow the brand. You know, that's really the main thing. We want to grow the brand and continue to get more and more people on here. Top of the 9th inning, we go. Mets down 5-1 against the Phillies. Craig Kimbrell will come in to close the door, even though it's not a save situation. So it'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up for New York. Lindor, Alonso, and Vogelbach. The pitch on the upper third of the strike zone for a called strike. Kimbrell is 10 for 10 in save opportunities. He has a 4.34 ERA, 29 innings, and he's only allowed 13 walks, and he has 47 Ks. The pitch, a curveball that's inside and low. Batters are hitting 183 against Craig Kimbrell. Lifetime. One ball, one strike. Kimbrell kicks, fires. It's inside again. Another slider. So it's a 2-1 count to Craig Kimbrell. The pitch up high. It's now a 3-1 count to Francisco Lindor, I should say. Oh, boy. On deck is the polar bear himself, Pete Alonso. Kimbrel kicks, fires, and it's inside and high for ball 4. And that puts the leadoff man on. Lindor was batting on the left side of the plate, and he gets on with a leadoff walk. And that's how we start off the top of the 9th inning. Oohs and ahs at the stadium, as there are definitely still fans there. But the weather has not really been cooperating tonight. The Phillies are still playing, though, and they've been doing a pretty good job. Alonso comes up, and he takes the first pitch. It's a slider at 86 miles per hour for a called strike at the knees. Oh and 1. Kimbrel kicks, steals the next pitch. Outside and low by maybe a hair or so. And that ties up the count 1-1. If Alonso tries to get on here, it eventually would become a save opportunity if another pitcher comes in for Philadelphia. The 1-1. It's lifted out to left field, popped up, not too deep. Schwarber comes running in towards home plate and makes the catch. 1 away in the top of the 9th. Alonso did get on with a double. It was almost a home run, but it just stayed in the yard and hit the front of the garden out in left field. The top of the fence. Vogelbach due up at the plate now. Daniel is 0 for 3. He's struck out twice and also flied out. Mr. Rocky, that's your favorite pitcher? Really? Craig Kimbrel? The pitch outside for ball 1. So Vogelbach is 0 for 3, as I mentioned. Lifetime-wise against Craig Kimbrel, he hasn't had too much success. But he's looking to try to change the ties here. He has 31 hits and 135 at-bats. And over the last 7 days, he's 7 for 17 with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. The pitch up high. In his last game versus the Astros, he went 3 for 5 with 3 RBI. And he's been hitless tonight. The 2-0 pitch, runner goes, it's down low, and there's a stolen base by Francisco Lindor. He is now in scoring position. And the count is now 3-0. Give Francisco Lindor another stolen base on the season. He only has 9, though. The pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. End it with a double play, says Larry. That'd be really cool. We just hit 60 likes. Thank you all so much. Oh, man, I appreciate that so much. The 3-1 by Kimbrel. Right over the middle of the plate. Down Broad Street, taken all the way for a called strike. 97 on the gun for Craig Kimbrel. And the Phillies are 2 outs away from taking game 1 of this 3-game series. Kimbrel gets set against Vogelbach. Lindor at second. The payoff pitch. Popped up, and it's fouled off towards the right field side, and it goes to the 5th row, right behind the first base dugout. And we'll go at it again. Craig Kimbrel in the top 10 on the all-time saves list. Him and Kenley Jansen are battling things out. Three balls, 2 strikes to Vogelbach in the top of the 9th. Phillies up 5-1. 14 pitches by Kimbrel. The 15th one comes. Pop up again towards shallow left field. Schwarber. Who's he going to call off? Is he going to call off Turner? He will, and he makes the catch. Good communication by the Phillies, and there's 2 away in the top of the 9th. Turner had to communicate with Schwarber, and Schwarber was like, I got it, and he just made the catch. All fastballs to Vogelbach. I thought I saw one breaking ball, but that's okay. 2 gone in the top of the 9th, and the Mets are down to their final out, as Tommy Pham is due up next. Pham grounded out to third, and that was back in the 2nd inning. Walked in the 4th, and struck out looking in the 7th. And a balk is called against Craig Kimbrell. Don't really see that too often, as Lindor goes over to third. I forgot to mention it's not a save situation for Kimbrell, so it wouldn't even be a save. The pitch on the upper third of the strike zone on the outside corner for a called strike. Why is Kyle catching now? He's not catching. No, I said that he made the catch. The pitch. Fouled off. And just like that, the Mets are down to their final strike. Phillies lead it 5-1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Fans on their feet at the bank. The bell is red, white, and blue. The last time I checked. The 0-2 pitch fouled back. And Pham stays alive. Bro, 578 subs. I was at a basketball game, but congrats, man. I appreciate it, dude. I really do. No balls, 2 strikes. Lindor at third. Mets down to their final strike. Kimbrell kicks, steals the pitch up high for ball 1. And Pham stays alive. Pham has 38 hits coming into today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch outside and low for ball 2. Pham is 35 years old, and lifetime-wise against Craig Kimbrell, he's 0 for 3. He's struck out all 3 times he's faced Kimbrell. And Kimbrell is looking to win this battle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mets down to their final strike again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Craig Kimbrell closes the door. The Phillies win 5-1. It's their 39th win of the season. They got 5 runs on 8 hits, and the Phillies take game 1 of this 3-game set. A great day by Taijuan Walker, who was absolutely incredible once again. And the Phillies, who've been struggling against the Mets, finally are able to get a big win here. And the Phillies are now 9.5 games behind Atlanta, as the Braves and the Reds game is absolutely wild. Reds were up 11-10 last time I checked, and they still are. It's in the top of the 9th. Thank you so much for being on here, everybody. I love you all. Phillies got a big W, and honestly, the player of the game has to probably be Taijuan Walker. That was really, really something. Taijuan Walker was great today, and he had another nice, solid outing. He's been really great, and, this is why he's a really good number 4, number 5 starter. All right, we'll be back on tomorrow afternoon at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. I love you all so much, and I really am so thankful that we've been doing this for 6 months, and we've grown this channel as much as we have. It's just about putting in the work, putting in the time, and making sure that we're connecting with one another, because we're a family, and that's what we do. While, yes, we cover Phillies games, we welcome so many people on here, and we just love having a good time and interacting with all of you, because you're all a part of the family. Once again, guys, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We'll be on tomorrow afternoon at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time for our very next Phillies game. All right, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Algorithm people, do your thing. We love you all. 58 people on here. Donna Hillebrand says good night. Good night to FS Podcast. He says, I wish I was here for the rest of the stream, but nonetheless, I hope to be in tomorrow while you're still on. Come back tomorrow, guys, definitely. please come back on tomorrow. 2 more subscribers till we get to 580. If we could do that by the end of this, I would really appreciate that before we leave. If you have not subscribed to the channel, now is the time. Now is the time. All right, thank you all so much. I love you all. I will catch you all on the next one pretty soon. I just want to make sure I read everybody's comments. Gomero says game over. 5 says, yay, prune pizza party. Let's go, baby. That's awesome. All right, guys. We'll catch you all in the next one tomorrow afternoon. 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time is the start time for that game. Hopefully, knock on wood, we don't have any sort of delays. All right? Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all tomorrow night. Lila Tov, and so long.